1, 2, 3, 4.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to another review from Roy's Reviews. And today we have a juice review for you. Not one, not two, but three juices today from Shytots. There we have Nanarama, Decadence, and Ciniyum. Oh, now as normal, I've been trying all of these juices through a tank, and also for today's purposes, today's reviews, they are on the Unicorn Pandemic, which is sitting on top of the Unicorn Vert. Absolutely fantastic setup, and this is my setup that I use for all my juice reviews now going forward from a while back. What I will say about Shytots juices, folks, they aren't for your sort of people who like to vape in around the 40 to 70 watts. Yes, you will get the flavours, but you won't get the punchiness of the flavours. Shytots tend to make their juices for the higher wattage, and especially for the MEC users. MEC users are fantastic to get all the flavours out of these juices. So keeping that in mind when I go through these juices. So first up, we will have the Nanorama. Again, these are 80-20 juices. On the labelling, it's all the information you'd expect to see from Shytots, which is all your warnings. They come in 0 milligram. You've got all your batch numbers and the name, and also their logo on the top. Let's get into this. So we'll get this onto the wicks. Get the juice on the wicks and take it for a bash. And as usual, the music you will be hearing comes from KTG and the Cosmos. So enjoy. Wow. And just before I forget, the coils I have in the it's getting foggy in here. The coils I have in the Pandemic are from Voltage coils made here in Northern Ireland, and these are a set of alien coils reading out at 0.14 for a drill coil. There's the information if anybody's interested. But they are Voltage coils, absolutely fantastic coils from Simon. So, Nanorama takes me right back to my childhood, and you used to be able to go to the shop and get these little yellow bananas, foam bananas, and that's what it's like, just with a little creamy edge there on the end of it. It is your sort of candy banana. It's not your ripe banana, which you tend to get in a lot of ones, but it is just your foam banana, and it is absolutely spot on. It really is. G.I. Jane, you have that as a foam banana. Not much more I can say about it. That's what it is. That nice and easy. Is it an all-day vape? No, particularly an all-day vape for me. Now that would be more of a after tea vape, sitting back relaxing in the evening vape. But first thing in the morning, it's a wee bit too sweet, even for me who's got a very sweet tooth. So I would give Nanarama 8.5 out of 10. It is what it says on the tin. Okay, so next up is Decadence. Now I do apologise for the state of the label on this. It has been used, and I did get a little bit spilt out on the edge of the bottle. So we'll be back again with fresh cotton on the Pandemic, and we will take it for a vape. Okay, so welcome back. We're ready to go with the Decadence. Enjoy the music, and I'll be back in a mo. Now, this one really confused me at the start. It took me a really long time to actually figure out what all was going on in this, because again, depending on what temperature you vape this at, or what wattage you vape this at, or even your airflow on this one, because the first time you vape it, you're getting beautiful, rich, creamy vanilla. Whew. Creamy vanilla fudge. That's the very first thing you get. But then the next time you vape it, that vanilla fudge is changed to a chocolate fudge. Now, I do love my fudges, so that's where it gets that, and that's where you sort of go, is it vanilla fudge, chocolate fudge? Because as you vape it and you mess around with your airflows, you will experience different things, and then you start to realise there's something else just hidden in there, and the hidden flavour took me for ages to figure out, and took me a while messing around with my airflows and everything else. But it was only when I actually put it onto the pandemic that I actually really was able to identify another flavour that was in there, and it's banana. On the exhale, so on the inhale and in your mouth, you're getting that beautiful vanilla, chocolate, vanilla, fudge flavour. And then just right at the very back, there is that, I think it's the same banana that they've used in the Nanorama, the foam banana one, as opposed to your ripe banana. But it just sits there neatly on the back, and it complements everything perfectly. The flavours on it are really, really good. And again, this is a dessert juice, so to me it's an afternoon, evening type juice that I would sit down and have a nice vape after something to eat. Again, no chemical overtones in this whatsoever, or undertones. The flavour you got left in your mouth at the end is vanilla fudge. I'll just clear that bit up now. That is the flavour that sits sort of in your mouth after you stop vaping, is the vanilla fudge. And again, I'm going to have to give Decadence a 8.5 out of 10. Okay, so the last one then for today is Ciniyum. This was one I was really looking forward to trying, because sometimes you get a really beautiful cinnamon and sometimes you get a horrible one. Which one's this going to be? Join me in a mo when I re-wick and re-drip up and take it for a vape. Okay, and here we are back with the third one on this for this review, the Ciniyum. Okay, so I'm all waked up. Enjoy the music from KTG and the Cosmos again, and we'll be back in a mo.
Mother, can you please help me out? I need some money to make it flow. Doctor, can you please feed me pills? I need the feeling that I can go on. I come around, it's gonna flow. My place or yours, it's gonna flow. I'll swear I'll stop just
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. This is an amazing, beautiful, beautiful juice. When I was putting it through the tank, I wasn't blown away with it. Put it on a meg, decent set of coils in there, the pandemic. Oh. Now, Yum Yums. If anybody doesn't know what Yum Yums is, they're the like little donut type things with an icing on top and everything else. So you're getting that nice little donutty, very subtle donutty taste on there. The cinnamon isn't overpowering whatsoever. It is just there, and it just sits on the back note when you exhale the vape, and it is there. And there is just a smidgen, I think, I hope I'm right, of caramel in there as well, which just goes the sweetness of the icing for the yum yum, the cinnamon and the caramel, the sweetness of the cinnamon just balances all that out, and it is absolutely, it's just like biting into it. It's all day vape, yes. Smooth, yes. Chemical, no. No chemical tones whatsoever again on there. The caramel isn't overpowering. You'd think, oh, this is going to be a sweet juice, but it's not. And that cinnamon just sits there, and it just sits in your mouth when you finish vaping. It is just still there. Perfect with a cup of coffee. Even with my first morning cup of coffee, that's perfect with it. So it's an all day vape for me. Yeah, I'm just going to have to 10 out of 10. It's, as far as I would be concerned, for meg and high end, which you have to remember, I said at the start of this video, that's what Shytots have aimed for on this. They do have a pod range, which then aims for the lower type wattage and everything else, and you get the flavours and all that, but these flavours are designed for the higher wattage. Even though that can't use it really you could use it in a tank if you're going to put it up high and use it, but for this, easy 10 out of 10. Folks, if you're looking for Shytots, you can find them on Instagram and you can find them on Facebook. Just look up Shytots, Shytots26 on Instagram as far as I know. How to order the juices is all the details are on there as well. If you send Jane a message, she will get you sorted out, no problems at all. So sums it up for these 3 juices. I do have some more juices, as you can see back here, there, to review, and they will be coming up shortly. So it just leaves me to say, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you've been watching this review. Take care now. Bye.
2, 3, 4.